What happens if you reach financial independence really early? I spent a lot of time talking about the potential of making big money through investing, but lately I've been reading about people who have made it to the land of the rich and what they do after. With real investing, it's really a question of when, rather than if you will become rich. Unless the world hits Armageddon and Skynet rules the world. Then we'll need to invest in Arnold Schwarzenegger to save us. Let me quickly just say that usually people who hit financial independence early do it from a combination of making a lot of money from their career, striking it big with their investments, which include getting lucky with the winning Lotto 649 ticket, although your chances of getting struck by lightning are higher. Also being a minimalist or receiving a large inheritance from sweet old grandpa. So what actually happens to those who make it to financial independence really early before the age of retirement? I'm talking about people in their 40s or even 30s. Do you sit on a beach all day with your margarita, listening to Drake on repeat until you yak from your good taste in music? You pretty much have another 20 to 35 years of retirement before you reach the official age of 65. Then you have another 20 to 30 years after you're actually in it. So in total, you'd be retired for maybe 45 to 65 years. Before we start, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also let me know in the comments what are some cool things you would do if you had $1 billion. I'm hoping to get some ideas too. For the 20-year-old CEOs with tech startups backed by big money, they're a good example of people who have already struck their gold early in their life. So technically they have more than enough money to never work anymore and really have the wealth to live several lifetimes. Like the dude who was rejected by his Facebook job interview, went on to create WhatsApp, and a few years later sold it to Facebook for $22 billion. That's probably history's most expensive hire and biggest payback. But for people like these tech CEOs, they keep working, knowing that all they care about now is making their dreams come true, and then having bigger dreams after they achieve those dreams. Billionaires like Amazon's Jeff Bezos and Tesla's Elon Musk keep working because they have really grand dreams like space exploration and finding the next habitable planet. No one else on Earth is willing or capable of doing that except for them, so everyone else is counting on them to do it. I think it's very admirable to learn from them in that whatever we do, and no matter how much money we have, we should find some purpose in what we do because someone else is depending on you to do it, no matter how big or small. Even if you're a garbage man, we need you. Otherwise, everyone's homes would look like this. Actually, a lot of university kids live in rentals like this, even with garbage services around. Also, even if your work isn't impressive, it would be pretty cool and worth their while to work for someone who does have grand aspirations and be a part of their journey by helping them try to achieve it. For the majority of people, we honestly work very boring, mundane, and unfulfilling jobs. I mean, when you're small, is what you're doing now anything close to what you dreamed of? It's not for me. I wanted to be an architect, but I didn't want to be yelled at by Keanu Reeves like in The Matrix Reloaded.
Equations.
But some of us, despite this, still manage to find a way to reach financial independence early. Working hard and trying to become rich is in itself a big goal that a lot of people strive to reach, and it takes a lot of time and effort to get there. Also, if you think about it, people's jobs make up a majority of their schedules. Working Monday to Fridays from 9 to 5 p.m. easily means almost half your waking life is spent at work. It's kind of messed up if you think about it. We have one life, but we spend half of the time we're awake making a living. So I've read about people who worked hard to hit financial independence early, and they instantly quit their jobs once they do.
Hey, Paulie, what's up? No, everything's fine. Hey, listen, I quit.
These people often fall into depression quickly, not because they become rich and evil like Mr. Burns, but because they finally hit their financial goal and they don't know what to do with their time anymore now that their schedule is wiped clean away from work, a schedule as clean as Mr. Clean's head. It's like hitting two birds with one stone. First, you finally reach your goal, and second, you have nothing to do anymore. If you think about it, work and jobs force people to have a schedule and make them think that they have a purpose, or they're maybe working towards something. Instead, if every day you just slept in and had nothing to do but watch TV, play video games while eating junk food, it becomes very boring and meaningless. It's the same with living your daily life on repeat. Also, all your friends and family are probably working during the day, so you're not really hanging out with them until the nighttime or until the weekend. I'm wondering if this is how it feels to be the elderly in retirement. So I learned that the best solution is to recreate your full-time schedule with things that you enjoy things that keep you excited every day and filled with purpose. This can be different for everyone, so some examples I read were to do more of your hobbies, play sports, travel more, try new things, have passion projects, work in volunteering or charitable positions, or find work that you'd be willing to do even without thinking about the money. For me, I'd want to get into cooking, so this doesn't happen.
The 27th time, skin side down.
The question that helps is, what would you do all day if you had $1 billion in your bank account? Let me know in the comments. I'm hoping to get some ideas too. Lastly, there's a group of people that I would describe are the toxic kind of people that reach financial independence, the kind that I wish no one to ever be. They're almost like a real-life Disney villain, but they don't die or lose to the bad guys. It's like in The Lion King, but Scar stays in power for decades, and Simba never comes to save them. For them, money is about keeping score and power, and what they do isn't honorable, nor makes the world a better place whatsoever, or at least they would pretend to be if they do. They work to make more money and are in it for themselves, looking down on others with their superiority complex. It's essentially the people who are greedy and think only for themselves. They're never satisfied and keep working past their retirement age until the day they die. I bet they would want to be buried with their money. They would rather see others worse off to better themselves. They're real-life Scrooges and really need to meet the 3 ghosts of Christmas to change their life, especially the one that plays as the goofy ghost. Usually a prime example of these people today are corporate raiders who do hostile takeover of companies and fires everyone to cut the costs and keep all the profits. Although people don't see themselves in this way, I still believe that deep down there's a part of people that do have these greedy tendencies, and it's through jealousy. When people are improving their lives or making more money, apparently it's natural that you would rather them be worse off than be better than you. There's a study saying that in the workplace, you would rather know that your coworker makes less money than you, while you make a low amount of money yourself, rather than having both of you make more money together. It's quite irrational, but how it works is that as long as other people are less fortunate than you, it makes you feel better off. It's a very toxic way of thinking. Although there isn't a clear solution to greed and jealousy, I find that the best way is through generosity and giving back. As corny as it sounds, giving back to others and also helping others in whatever way is more fulfilling than keeping everything for yourself. Also, it's not fun being the only one that's rich. Take it from Drake. He has his close entourage of friends that he hangs out with and lives with all the time. They enjoy his fame and riches together because it's more fun that way. Obviously, it's important to choose the right people to hang out with, so they're not taking advantage of you for your money, but for the most part, everything is better and happier with the right friends and family. It's sort of what inspired me to create this channel. It's not fun being the only one that's going to make big money if there's no one else that plans to get there with you. For instance, if you're the only one that's rich and you want to spend time with people, they often say they're busy, or they have some never-ending excuse, like they have to go to work tomorrow, or they have to take care of their evil kids. If people had money, they could do whatever they wanted and join you. So I hope you took something new from this video and maybe have a better idea of what you would want to do with your life as you make more money. Just don't become a Disney villain. Otherwise, the ghost of coronavirus will haunt you. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button and subscribe to my channel for more in the future.